Welcome to Home Cooking with Holly.
Today, I'm going to show you how to make a warm, comforting vegetable soup that will warm you from the inside out. The first thing I'm going to do is prep all of my vegetables. Now you can use whatever vegetables you would like in this. I'm going to use some russet potatoes, some celery, some onion and carrots. Maybe I'll throw something else in too, we'll see. But the first thing I'm going to do is peel the potatoes. Then I'm going to peel my carrots. Now, some people prefer not to peel their carrots, and that's fine if you don't want to. You can leave the peel on. Just make sure you give them a good scrub if you're doing that. And I'm going to rinse off my potatoes. Now I'm going to chop everything up. I'm going to cut off the ends of the carrots, slice them in half, and then in half again lengthwise. And you can cut them into chunks or coins, whatever you'd prefer to do. I'm just going to cut them into some chunks here. Now I'm going to cut up my potatoes also into some bite-sized chunks. I've washed my celery. I'm just going to chop off the ends and cut those into bite-sized pieces too. I find it's very helpful if you slice them down the center lengthwise and then chop them up. I think I'll put some zucchini in this soup as well. So I have some zucchini that I rinsed off, and I'm just going to slice that and cut it into bite-sized chunks too. Now this is a softer vegetable, so it will get added later in the cooking process. And I'm going to add about a tablespoon of olive oil into my pan here. I'm going to put it onto a medium-high heat, and I'm going to prep my beef. Now I'm using top sirloin steak. You can use other cuts of beef. Just keep in mind, the tougher the cut of beef, the longer it might need to cook to soften up. Top sirloin is one of my favorites to use. I'm just going to cut it into bite-sized chunks and remove any large pieces of fat that might be a little bit gristly, but you do want to leave fat on beef. It does really add flavor to your meal. Now I'm adding my beef in, and I'm just going to give it a stir regularly and let that brown up. I also want to season this with some salt and pepper, just a taste. Now that my beef is brown, I'm going to remove it to a plate and set it aside. I am going to drain off all of this foamy liquid. Sometimes I'll leave some liquid in for extra flavor, but it depends on the amount of liquid, and this is pretty foamy. So I'm going to drain that out and add in some more olive oil, about another tablespoon. And I'm going to add my potatoes in. I'm also going to add in my carrots and my celery. These are heartier vegetables that take a little longer to soften. And I'm going to dice up some onions here. I want to make sure that I add those in as well. I'm using 2 smaller yellow onions, but you could just use 1 medium to large if you have it. And I do want to make sure I'm stirring those other vegetables while I'm chopping up the onion. I should have chopped the onion up earlier with everything else, but I forgot. I'm human, it happens. Better late than never. Okay, now I've got all of those vegetables in there. I just want to give them a good stir, and I want to saute them a little bit. Now I have a lot of vegetables in here. You can go a little lighter if you'd like to, but hey, it's a vegetable soup, so we like it very vegetable heavy. And I'm going to add in some minced garlic paste, about a tablespoon. You could also use regular minced garlic or fresh garlic, but you still need about a tablespoon of minced garlic. And then I'm going to add in 2 cans of diced tomatoes. Again, this is optional. We like the tomatoes in our vegetable soup. If you don't, go ahead and skip them. That's totally fine. Next, I want to add 5 cups of beef broth. I'm using bouillon cubes and water to make that. Okay, there was the 5th cup. Now I'm going to give everything a stir again. Now it's time to add my seasonings. And again, this is customizable, so you can add the seasonings that you like. I really love basil in this. Basil's one of my favorite seasonings for just about everything anyway. So I'm going to add a large amount here, at least a good tablespoon of basil. I'm also going to add some thyme and probably, I don't know, a couple not tablespoons. Oh, that'd be a lot. A couple of teaspoons of thyme to this. Again, though, with your seasonings, add as much as you like or as little as you like. That's what everyone means when they say to taste. It's really how much you like. I'm also going to add some parsley flakes, probably about a teaspoon. And of course, I want some good old salt and pepper. I'll do about a half teaspoon of pepper here. And about a teaspoon of salt. I'm using kosher salt. Now, a great ingredient when you're making a beef dish, in my opinion anyway, is Worcestershire sauce. I'm going to add about 3 shakes of this in. It adds such flavor to anything that you make. And I'm going to add in a can of drained green beans. You can also use fresh or frozen green beans. Just keep in mind, if they're fresh, they will take longer to cook, so you might want to add them with the other vegetables at the beginning. And I'm also adding in my beef again, and I'm going to add in my squash, my zucchini squash. And because I've gone so vegetable heavy, I'm going to add in another cup of liquid here, just some water, just because I have so much in this pot. You may not need to add that though. And I'm going to very carefully give this a stir. It is pretty full. Now don't forget, anytime I make a soup or a stew or a sauce, maybe not every time, but a lot of the times, I'm going to add Parmigiano Reggiano rinds, or Parmesan rinds you could use too, but Parmigiano Reggiano is much better. It really, really amps up the flavor in your broth. Now I'm going to reduce my heat to low. I want to simmer this, and I'm going to cook it for at least 45 minutes, maybe even an hour. I just want all of my vegetables to be softened to my liking, and I want to make sure that everything has had time to come together. So make sure you're testing your heartier vegetables, like your potatoes or your carrots, as it gets closer to that 45-minute mark, just to make sure they're the tenderness that you like. And here you are. I've served up a bowl of the delicious vegetable beef soup. You can make this a vegetarian version and use vegetarian broth or just water instead of using the beef broth. And of course, leave out the top sirloin. You can absolutely do that.
I hope you'll give this recipe a try. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments. Please like and subscribe to follow me for more recipes and cooking tips.